Hi, welcome to Living Raw by Grace's video series. Today I'm going to show you how to open a young coconut. Now you all know what mature coconuts look like. They are brown, they usually have little hairs on them, they're ridiculously hard to open. Usually you need a screwdriver and a hammer. Well, not only is that too much work for me, because I'm kind of lazy, but it's also not very good. When you actually do open it, then it's really hard to get all the meat out. It is, I mean, I've taken like a chisel to it before, and it's hard. So, mature coconuts, not so good. A lot of the nutrition has been lost because they're kind of old, aka mature. So let's talk about young coconuts. Young coconuts are younger, and they also are sweeter and tastier and easier in every way. Okay, so here it goes. I got two different coconuts, one from an Asian store, one from Phoenix's Ranch Market. One was a little more expensive than the other. Now these have like doubled in price since a year ago. I'm not sure why. Could have something to do with the Japanese disaster we had. But in any way, it's worth it to show you exactly what needs to be done. So they're wrapped in paper. Now if you took a look at coconuts, a coconut tree, fresh young coconuts are actually these big green, it's like a nut in a husk, right? It's a coconut. So if you've ever been to a Polynesian show, you've seen them open coconuts. What they do is they take the big green husk and a pointed stick and they pound it really hard onto the stick, and then they wrench it so that the husk comes off. So thankfully these have already been pre-husked for me, and they've been carved down to this nice little easy shape. This is still the husk. It's kind of spongy, it's not very hard. We're going to take that off to get to the coconut underneath. Now mature coconuts, this stuff has just dried and fallen off, and then all you see is the coconut. So first you're going to need a serrated knife, or at least a really good straight edge, something nice and sharp. We're going to take off the husk to get down to the coconut. Let's see if you can see. So I'm cutting, see, there's the coconut. Cutting just the excess husk off. There isn't much on this one, which is kind of nice. Just cutting around that pointy tip to get rid of the husk. Alright, so there you go. You can see the coconut underneath. We're going to just throw the husk away. Not good. Not good for you. Not edible. Alright, now is the fun part. Now this is great if you are frustrated and you need to take some aggression out. This is the perfect way. First you take a butcher knife. It could be any kind of knife, in all honesty, a cleaver, butcher knife. I like it not because of the blade, it's not very sharp, but this little thing right here, see this tip? That is what we're going to use. Now if you have something else, knock yourself out. But I like it because it's pointy, so it's going to make a very small indentation, and I'm going to whack the crap out of this. So here it goes. Woo! Did you see that? Got myself. It's a little juicy. Alright, so then once I have a nice little hole poked in there, if you can't see, it's already, the juices are already spilling out. So much coconut water in here, it's wonderful. So now what I do is I take a mason jar, or a leftover jar that I recycled, and a funnel, and I take my coconut and I pour it. I make the opening a little bigger, give a little, and then it starts to drain. I don't know if you can see. Can you hear? It's filling up. Lots and lots of coconut water. Now the coconut water in young coconuts is drastically different than the coconut water in mature coconuts. It is so much sweeter. My daughter begs for the coconut water. I used to be able to drink it, but now she drinks it instead. There's a lot in this one. It might fill up my entire mason jar. My mason jar that we're using is actually a Sunfresh sliced mango jar that has got to be like 6 years old. But hey, it still works. You can use any jar of your choosing. Sometimes I'll just squeeze this directly into a bottle that I can take on the go. All right. Now take a look at how much juice was in there. This is, let's see if I can find it. This is 8 ounces. And I would say it's maybe, that was about 6 ounces of coconut water. Here's test. Oh, that's a good one. Ooh. I'm going to have to keep that for myself. All right, there's the coconut water. Now, to open the coconut, you have to have all the water out, otherwise you're just going to get soaked. So here's what happens. You have a little opening. Let's see if I can show you. See this opening right here? Right there? I'm going to insert my knife, and I am just kind of pushing this way. And it's slowly going to open up. Of course, watch your fingers. And eventually, you're going to get a little lid. There we go. See? Little lid. Just bends right off. Oh, there's still liquid in there. Yikes. There we go. Okay. Now what you have is this little opening on the top of your coconut. Now if you look really closely, I don't know if this is in focus or not, but you can see the coconut meat, the white stuff in there. Now I want to show you just how easy it is to get coconut meat out. You get a spoon, regular spoon. Watch this. See, I'll take it off the top part. And voila, it just scoops right off. This is the consistency of young coconut meat. Ridiculously easy to get off. Now, you might see some of this. See this very pale skin? If it's not hard, if it's very soft, leave it on. It's the inner coating of the coconut, and it actually has a cinnamon-like taste. So I kind of like it. Make sure it's not the hard coconut shell. That's no good. There you go. Look at that. I wish you could feel this. It's like Jell-O. This one's a little firmer. It's more like I don't know, kind of like fish. Anyway, that's how easy it is to get the coconut meat off. And all I'm going to do is just scoop it out with a spoon. Really simple. Really easy. Look at that. Look at this one. Look at this one. Ready? Ready? Ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool? So, Haley, what on earth do you do with this coconut? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, what you do, you have so many options. First off, the last video I did was of a pina colada. Now, if you had used this coconut instead of the shredded coconut, it would have been sweeter. It would have been juicier. You could have used the coconut water instead of regular water. You wouldn't have had to add any more sweetener. Oh, it would have been so good. Look at this. Now that is what I'm used to. It's almost like Jell-O. If you can pick up Jell-O. See, look. Anyway, that is how you open a young coconut. If it is not this easy to get all the meat out, the meat will not be sweet anymore. And unfortunately, you got a bad coconut. So that's it. That is how you open a coconut. Now, my friend likes to shave off parts of it to make it look, and sand it down to make it look nice, and then dry it in the sun. And then you have little coconut cups for hosting, which is kind of fun. And it's a way to recycle something that you already have. I'm all about recycling, or reusing, actually. I'm all about taking something that you would usually throw in the trash and making it into something even more fun. So that is young coconuts. Now what you can do, there's a billion things to do. You can take your coconut water and your coconut meat, and you can blend them together, and then you have coconut milk. And then that is a milk substitute. You can use that over cereal. You can use it in baking. You can use it in ice cream. Coconut milk. Fantastic. You can take, young coconut is also a wonderful replacement for milk and dairy in desserts. In fact, I'm making a chocolate mousse pie at the end of next month that has young coconut in it. And I'll show everyone how to do this firsthand. It's a lot of fun. And this is fantastic stuff. Look at it. Look how thin it is and how pliable it is. Very easy to get out. That took me all of a few minutes versus a lot more time, a lot more energy, and a lot more effort. On a mature coconut, that doesn't yield very good fruit. So if you've never tried a young coconut, you can find them at Asian markets. You can find them at Ranch Market, which is in inner city Phoenix. And Whole Foods, I think, has them too, but Sprouts does not, unfortunately. We need to petition them to get to carry young coconuts. If there are no young coconuts in your area, I'm sorry, but please look for an Asian market near you. They will most likely have them. And that's it. It's really simple. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you the courage to go out and try it yourself. And if not, then come to my chocolate class at the end of May, and you can watch me do it again. And you can taste it and drink it and see how awesome young coconuts really are. Okay? Have a wonderful, blessed day, and I hope you all give this a try. I can't wait to hear your results.